Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. Yet another winning week for our NFL prop betting picks in Week 9. However, Thursday night, as it has been mostly this entire season, was not kind to us once again here in Week 10. However, still at a record of 58, 42, and 2 on the year, looking to get back to 60% cash rate here with our Sunday NFL prop betting picks. And I'm going to start it off Ryan Tannehill style, over under 245.5 passing yards from Bovada Sportsbook. I've never really been a big fan of Ryan Tannehill, and right now, as it stands, he used to be in kind of that group of quarterbacks that might not even deserve to be a starting quarterback in this league. He has shown by winning the last 3 games that he certainly does fit that mold for the Miami Dolphins despite his flaws, but for the purposes of his yards here in this one, even against a San Diego Chargers defense that has given up a lot of yards passing-wise to quarterbacks this season, Tannehill has been very hard to predict. He has 2 games of 300-plus yards and 3 games of less than 200 yards, and on the road is where he's been especially bad. Leave out the game against the Patriots earlier in the year without Tom Brady, where he performed well in Foxborough. His other 2 games on the road have been absolute trash this year. He's threw for less than 200 yards, only 1 touchdown and 1 interception in those 2 games. Even against a Chargers team who's, let's be honest, defense has been a little banged up this year, probably underperforming a little bit as well. I still think Tannehill probably only going to go for about 220, 230 passing yards here in this one. They're going to rely on the run. I'm taking under 245.5, minus 105 at Bovada Sportsbook. Next up is Rob Gronkowski in a similar situation, although Rob Gronkowski is in fact the best tight end in football. However, his yards total has been inflated just a little bit here, up to 82.5 this week in the Sunday night potential Super Bowl preview against the Seattle Seahawks. But if you listen to the Sharp vs. Swinger podcast, you'll know that our feelings on this game are that it could be much more defensive in nature, because despite how good both of these offenses are, they both have some holes where the defenses might not have any holes. And I think that's going to shine through here on especially a Sunday night national television game. I think Rob Gronkowski might face the worst of it too, because the Seahawks, I think, are going to make it their number one mission to stop Rob Gronkowski and make the other Patriots beat them. I think they could probably say with a pretty good certainty that their defense is good enough to where if they stop Rob Gronkowski, they can beat the rest. They can hold down this Patriots offense, and so far they've proven that they have been very good against tight ends this year, allowing only 37 yards per game to opposing tight ends. They have not played a tight end anywhere close to Rob Gronkowski this season, so obviously that average is going to go up this year. But I think Gronk's going to be more of a touchdown threat than a guy that could go for 100 yards like he's been doing 3 out of the last 4 weeks. I think 82 is a good underplay here for Gronk at minus 105 from Bovada Sportsbook. I see him at around 70, 75 yards and a touchdown. This one on 5 catches. Still a very good game, but the Seahawks are going to try to limit him, especially on those long catches that he's been getting over the last 4 weeks. That'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out our prop betting picks to close out the week on Monday Night Football. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts and shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.